Hi there, I'm Kira Woods, and this is your weekly intuitive tarot reading. This is the week of February the 16th to the 22nd, so the year feels like it's flying by. I'm just giving the cards a bit of a shuffle, and I'm going to draw 3 cards to just have a look at what our week might be like, what sort of energy, situations opportunities will dominate this week. So the first card that I'm pulling here is the King of Pentacles. And next we've got is the Lovers card. And lastly, at the end of the week, we've got the King of Wands. Okay, so right off the bat, first thing I like to note is we've got 2 court cards. Both of them are kings, so we're definitely going to have strong male energy, and in that essence, you know, dynamic, action-orientated, goal-focused. We've also drawn a major arcana number 6, the Lovers, and since this is the only numbered card on the spread, I like to think, therefore, that 6 is a very important part of this week. And so what do I think about the 6s? Well, to me, 6s are about accomplishments, and it's also about that sort of reservoir of blessings. So this is going to be a really dynamic week. We've got lots of energy. You know, we've got a lot of reds in these cards, so that's about passion and fire. The King of Wands is the king, the head of the element of fire. We've got the King of Pentacles, so that is the mastery over the material world, the material plane, security, money, you know, all things that sort of manifest. And we've got the Lovers, you know, which is about that balance and harmony and beauty and coming together. So this is going to be a very powerful week. So whatever's going on in your life, you know, as you listen to the reading, so you will think about sort of as I speak about each of the cards, if something really sort of jumps and hones in with you, you're going to know that's going to be significant. So you really trust your own intuition here as well. So this is the energy that I see that's sitting around the week, and then you need to relate that to both your own personal experience, but also your own intuitive insights as various situations come up for you. But let's have a bit of a look in general. So first of all, you know, I've got here the King of Pentacles, which is sort of the early part of the week. So sort of how your week is going to sort of begin, what sort of energies you're going to feel. And, you know, the King of Pentacles is all about taking care of people. And being a court card, this is either someone around you who will influence your situation, and or this can be you, your King of Pentacles coming out, that part of yourself that wants to or needs to aspire in this particular situation that you are finding yourself is evolving in your week. Or it may be that, as I said, you see it or need it in someone else, so you draw it out of someone else. Okay, so this is, you know, all about taking care of people, ensuring things, you know, it's about security and safety and feeling, you know, the King of Pentacles is a great provider, protector, of anything of the practical realm, you know, but it's very much about that practical realm. When you see the King, you know, definitely we know the situation is one that's steering you towards there's positivity, abundance, you know, and lots of ambition and stability. You know, the King is sort of very trustworthy, loves, you know, it's about providing advice and guidance and wisdom, so you may find you're giving that or receiving that. You know, he's not afraid to spend money where it is needed. He's very practical that way, you know. Caveat to that is, you know, definitely be aware that you don't overspend, but where you need to invest, you know, this is a good time to do that. Because when you have the King of Pentacles, there's definitely financial stability around you, and because he has this wealth of experience, and he's achieved, you know, he's got a wealth of abilities and skills that he has achieved, and he wants to share that wealth. You know, when you see the King of Pentacles, it's about sharing. It's about wanting to improve the life of everyone around you. You know, it's about that sharing, that definitely being the provider is a very key to this card's energy. You might also find this card is indicating that there's a final fulfillment of a task, creative task, or a business adventure or an investment that you've been working towards. This is giving you, there's a very positive outcome sitting on the horizon. You know, through being diligent and responsible and attention to detail, you will really achieve great things, and you will complete your task and achieve and attain your goal. So it's a very positive for that. Work is needed though. The King of Pentacles is definitely a hard worker. You know, he's got where he is and what he's accomplished because he definitely has applied himself. You know, if you need this energy, well, you know, in terms of managing your day-to-day affairs, you know, it indicates that you'll be able to do that. You'll be able to be very disciplined and methodical and conscientious, as well as generous with your time and resources. So this is a wonderful card in terms of that manager that's very supportive of a team, really gets in there, gets things accomplished. You know, so the King of Pentacles is a great manager, unlike the King of Wands, which is appearing later in the week, which is more of that leader role. But the King of Pentacles is that really supreme manager. You know, because of his being methodical, really knowing about what the tried and true tested ways. You might also find this card is indicating that it's important that you focus on sort of improvement. It's all about improvement, self-improvement, improvement in your workplace, because it's through focusing on improvement and mastery that you will have that successful outcome. You know, that it's theirs for you, for the taking. Focus on being strong and real in very much the practical realm. We're definitely talking about the practical realm, and it's through that you will manifest and achieve your goals. You know, it's about doing it from the tried and true way. This is also can indicate if you're in a particular business situation or a personal situation where you're needing to engage with banks or hospitals, governments, police, military, any of those sort of formal structures in society, that's going to have a very positive outcome because you'll apply yourself from a very practical and methodical way. So if you need to have that meeting with the bank manager, if you need to relook at moving your finances around, and if you need to bring together, it's great for networking, that sort of thing. It's a very positive energy. Okay, so as the week moves on, so as we sort of get into the middle of the week, the energy sort of combining with the first part of the week now is bringing in the energy of the Lovers card, which, as I said, is the number 6 major arcana. Now, the Lovers card is about harmony and balance, but it's also about coming together of the dualities. You know, it's about bringing together the masculine and the feminine. It's about bringing together head and heart. It's about, it's about love and innocence and harmony and balance. But it's definitely, in this instance, I think it's going to find it's very much about cooperation. I think the key here is about cooperation and mutual attractiveness. So if, as part of your King of Pentacles, you're engaging in a new work endeavor, or as a manager of a particular project, you're taking it to the next level, you're going to bring about really nice harmony and balance by bringing together all the parties. So as I said, in terms of that networking or bringing all the stakeholders together, really, really nice energy for that. Because, the Lovers card is saying there's real positive energy around the union of opposing forces. About being able to also have the visionary of stepping into someone else's shoes and seeing the picture from their perspective. And when we do that, we always bring about a much better outcome because we're looking at things, from the whole 360 degrees instead of just our side of the fence. It's about also being very clear about what is your values. So you're going to, from being really drawn to looking at your personal beliefs and values and really knowing what they are, because you're going to be very held responsible for the choices you make. So this is definitely about making choices. So it's contracts and business partnerships and balances. The energy is wonderful within the fact that you need to know what your values and beliefs are and what's right for you. So it's sort of like that, through that knowing, through that true inner wisdom of paying attention to what's right with you and what's true within your sense of values and beliefs and standards, you will bring about this beautiful harmony. And you might notice that in this card, the King of Pentacles is looking at the Lovers. So it is looking at and paying attention to bringing that harmony together to support the energy of what the King of Pentacles has brought in. But you are going to be responsible for your choices. That's really key to remember. And so therefore, making and keeping your promises is absolutely essential in this situation. The positive outcome comes from the fact you will need to be very true to your word, very true and honest to your word, and keep your promises. You might also find this is a wonderful energy for any situations where you're needing to advocate or choose to advocate for another. you know, you'll have the strength and ability to follow through on your actions and keep your word. And again, this dual ability, vision to be in from your agenda as well as having clarity from someone else's agenda will be very strong. So that's a real positive here. As I said, that's the blessing of the two opposing forces. So I think that's really important, particularly since the next card we've got here is the King of Wands. Now we've moved into, again, more of that strength of being a very dynamic and strong energy. We've drawn another king, but now we've drawn the King of Wands. You know, the King of Wands is the supreme leader versus being the manager. Again, note, the King of Wands is facing the Lovers. So both of these king energies are wanting to say that within their realm they want to bring about though the harmony and the balance of understanding the importance of duality in life. You know, but the King of Wands, what it is about pure fire energy, and that's really important. King of Wands is very drawn to adventure. It's definitely the visionary type energy. So you might find that as you've gone through this process of understanding the balance and harmony of both sides of the situation with real clarity, and you've made some positive decisions and positive steps forward, you're going to find you're going to have a sense of a new vision, and that can be a real positive thing in terms of the big picture, because the King of Wands is about the big picture. You know, that it's the energy of being the natural born leader. And again, this could be yourself, part of yourself shining up, that spark inside you, or it could be you're drawing it out of another or attracting somebody else to you who brings that into the equation because it's important. But basically, when the King of Wands is around, you know, he sets himself a goal and he sticks to it and absolutely ensures it will happen. So it's a wonderful energy for being the leader and getting things done and showing people how to do it. You know, definitely charismatic, takes everyone with him, and really looks forward to the challenge, you know, and loves problem solving. So really good for expanding the horizons of a particular situation. You know, we'll definitely see things through to the end. So here's this energy here whereby you have the strength and ability and determined to see things through to the end. If there's any challenges along the way, they're just blips on the screen, because you will stay focused on your vision, on your goal, and that's where you will succeed. He definitely has a deep sort of inner respect for others in its true value, although some people can see his drive to achieve the goal perhaps as being a bit off-putting. But in his heart of hearts, the King of Pentacles, it's because the vision and goal is so important, that drive, but really he wants everyone to come along the journey with him because he's so excited and so caught up in the enthusiasm and the passion and the power of this vision and wanting to go on this adventure. You know, and from that perspective, you know, if this is somebody else around you, they have a real playful nature, so you can really draw that playfulness out if you need to sort of find a way to bring it so that it doesn't feel quite so much like you're just being pulled along by this, you know, bushfire that's really going to enter into the arena. But, you know, as I said, it's a strong, direct course of action. That's what's being indicated here by this, and staying focused on the long term. So if you find that things have been difficult, that circumstances have been a bit of a challenge of lately, this card is letting you know that, you know, really that's a blip on the screen. If you stay focused on the big picture, you'll realize that it is through focusing on the big picture and staying determined and bringing out your passion and desire to achieve that you will move through any difficult period that you've been experiencing. As I said, notice though again that with the Lovers, the energy of the Lovers is going to be very important here, which is about maintaining balance and harmony, being aware of both sides of the equation, keeping all the various agendas and stakeholders' needs into play here is going to also be an important part of how the week's energies will give you to be able to make the most out of what's around. And in terms of, as I said, this could be personal, this could be work, this could be related to being private business. This is lots of wonderful energy around being an entrepreneur, because there's a lot of dynamic personalities here. It's the dynamic energy, and you know, the strength of will to succeed within a sense of balance and harmony and connection to your values and beliefs. So, what a fantastic week. I'm really looking forward to it. I thank you for joining me on my channel. If you'd like a private reading, please check out my website. It is www.kirawoods.com. You can also find me on Twitter and Facebook at Kira Woods Tarot. Please connect with me, send me messages, leave me your thoughts and comments. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and please share my videos. The more people can share my videos, the better for my channel, and keeps me going, keeps me enthusiastic. So thanks very much. Have a fantastic day.